Wikipedia states that the Proud Boys is a far-right, neo-fascist, and male-only political organization that promotes and engages in political violence in the United States. Did they get it right, or are intentionally lying to us? Let's meet local Proud Boy leader Matt Walters and find out. Plus also, WTF. What is the deal with Season 3, final episode of Cobra Kai? Let's go over it all with what happened. And we're going to also make our predictions for Season 4 with Red Pill Jen. Plus, can you beat Water Dog Rich of Water Dog Scuba and Safety in Karate Kid knowledge? Yeah, put him in a body bag trivia. Locally, another arrest was made in the murder of the Nashville nurse Caitlyn Kaufman. Who was it, and what do they know? Also, what happened to the intoxicated mother that was found in the park pushing an empty stroller? And which famous Tennessean should get a statue erected in the state capitol building? Well, it's the local news that you need to know. Plus, also today, a chance to win a free Joe Padula Show t-shirt. All of this and so much more to go over on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
He doesn't wonder what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there, serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
My name is Joe Padula. And this former soldier with the 2nd Brigade Combat Team Strike, 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault is ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for some real talk. I am ready for some real facts. I am definitely ready for your real opinions. And I'm definitely ready to party with a purpose. Absolutely. Woo! How's it going out there? Checking in on the video feed. Hey, while you're checking in, don't forget to hit that share button as we continue to battle. Well, I don't know if I can even use the word battle anymore. Someone took offense to that the other day. As we continue our struggle against the shadow ban. But, Bay, I don't have to worry about it much longer.
Mm-hmm.
You know why?
Why is that?
I don't care anymore.
What's that?
I'm rich.
Are you?
Rich Holiday. I'm loaded.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah. I canceled all my gigs.
Mm-hmm.
I told them, screw you people. I don't need to work for you anymore. I'm my own man now.
And here we thought you did it for the love of the game.
Screw that. I did it for the love of the lottery ticket. Thank you, Natalie. My sister Natalie sending me a Christmas gift.
Mm-hmm.
Finally opened it.
So if it's from Jersey, how are you going to cash it?
No, it's okay. They got all the rules and everything on the back.
Okay. So what'd you win? I'm dying over here.
Matt, steaks on me tonight.
Outstanding.
Steaks on me. Because I won $1 million.
Lies.
I won
That's
$1
one of
million.
those joke tickets, isn't it?
You're damn right it is. Friggin' screw you, Natalie.
Hey.
That's
She got
great.
me. She got me. Only for a couple
Awesome.
seconds.
Did your heart get racing
Oh,
for a minute?
I was on the phone with my father, and I'm scratching, and then he hears, right. Ah! I was so mad at myself.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Way to go, Natalie.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, I fell for it. It's all good.
Yes.
What's up, Red Pill Jen?
What is going on?
Cobra Kai, huh?
Yeah.
Did you watch it all?
I did.
You
Like
did?
in one day.
Like, all 3 seasons.
No, just the last season.
But you've seen them all, though, right?
Oh yeah, I binge watched the entire thing. I can't stop.
Matt, ever see Cobra Kai?
I've not. I've been kind of interested in
You
maybe
gotta
binging
see
it
it.
one weekend, but
You got to do it, man.
haven't got there
It's
yet.
good.
It's all right. We do got a lot to go over here today, so let's get right into it. Okay. So, Wikipedia. Well, it states that the Proud Boys is this far-right, neo-fascist, and male-only political organization that promotes and engages in political violence. This is word for word. I'm reading from Wikipedia. Well, did they get it right, or are they intentionally lying? The only way to find out is actually having a sit down and a conversation, an authentic conversation, as we meet local Proud Boy leader Matt Walters, and we're going to find out now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to click like, leave your comments. Definitely type them in. Definitely help us out and share this video now. Woo! Matt, how are you, brother?
I'm doing well. I've seen better days, but I'm getting back to normal.
Yeah, you've been busy, huh?
Yeah, I've been on a couple different. Let's see, Channel 5. I was in Germany last night. I'm here today. My phone hasn't stopped ringing for some reason. I've been getting a lot of interracial homosexual pornography sent to my phone.
Really?
And
Why?
I don't know, but I enjoyed it at first. And now it's getting kind of stale. If you guys could just start sending me something different.
I
Me
love
too.
it.
The
It's
struggle's,
getting-
the
it's
struggle's
getting
real.
stale.
What
You know?
just happened?
Want to talk Rich?
Proud what?
Can we change seats, Rich?
It's just interesting how it's people are being treated. So I want to get to the bottom of this, and currently a chapter leader of the Proud Boys. Where are you from originally, man?
I was born in Youngstown, Ohio.
Ohio. All right, and what brought you to Tennessee?
The United States Army.
Oh yeah, ooh.
The only brigade in the Army actually brought me here, the Strike Brigade.
The mighty Strike Brigade, huh? Isn't that crazy, man? And here we are now. So when did you get out of the service?
I think March 17th, 2014.
St. Patrick's Day of 2014.
Wow, I didn't ever think of it.
Yeah, it's my birthday also. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're out of the service. Were you a political guy before you got into the service?
I don't know if I'd say I was a political guy. I was more of a patriotic person. You know,
Gotcha.
I voted for the guy who was going to give me more money when I was in the service. I think I didn't really have a political affiliation. I just knew the Republicans.
It came down to your wallet.
Absolutely.
Right. Now, how did you get introduced to the Proud Boys?
Well, when I got out of the military, there was a time from about 2014 to 2017 that I found myself really isolated because all my friends had PCS'd or were dead, unfortunately. So I was sitting in my house having conversations with my toddlers.
Still in Tennessee?
Yes, sir. And I was on the Facebook.
The Facebook. That's how you know we're getting old.
That's right.
I was on the YouTube.
The Twitter.
And I saw, hey, does anybody want to join the local Proud Boys?
Right.
And I said, what's this? So I reached out to the guy, and we had started having a conversation. And at the time, it was really odd. I joined a men's drinking club and was completely sober at the time. It was really weird. The guys accepted me as one of them, and they didn't see that was odd at all to them.
So you joined the group. Now, you say it's a drinking club. What would you guys do when you guys would gather? What would the conversations be? What were your plans? What's the mission?
Let's see, the plans. This is what we did. We would get together and tell horrible dad jokes.
Okay.
That probably weren't funny to anyone but us. Some folks would drink, some folks wouldn't. Every now and again, there would be, political conversations, but more it was about making each other better as men. It was more about the brotherhood and the fellowship rather than the political aspect of the game.
Now, at this time, have you heard the allegations and the name calling, such as this is a hate group, blah blah blah. This is a neo-fascist group. Have you heard stuff like that while you were joining?
I have heard stuff like that. Well, at the time, that wasn't. We hadn't been called that yet.
Oh, okay.
Because the fraternity was founded in 2016 by Gavin McInnes, peace be upon him.
Right.
And he modeled the fraternity after the Elks Lodge. And then there's a lot of inside baseball with the fraternity, like the reason we wear these Fred Perrys. Here's a little fact. Jamaican skinheads actually wore these shirts first. We used the word uhuru as our battle cry, if you will, as our to bring each other together. Or proud of your boy. Uhuru is Swahili for freedom. A lot of folks don't know that. So now we've used two things from African American culture in our supposedly all-white group.
Well, why is a quote-unquote, according to Wikipedia, white supremacist group using Swahili and an African language and terms?
Well, it's very odd. I think the left found out how we were punk rock in early 2017. We became the new punk. We were the coolest thing on the block, and we had voices all over the place. And the only way to silence us was to call us racist or to call us Nazis. That's I believe that's what it was. And what they didn't know is when Gavin created this thing, he modeled our fraternity and our bylaws after the Elks Lodge. So we're also modeled after a group of thespians.
They're the hottest.
They are.
They're the hottest.
He said thespians, not lesbians.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Send me those videos, okay? You keep sending Matt whatever you're sending him. Send me the thespian videos. Well, okay. Now you're involved in the group. When I first was introduced to the Proud Boys, it had nothing to do with Tennessee. It was only things that was happening out in like Portland, or some things that were taking place in New York. All right. Was anything active while in Tennessee? Were you guys out protesting?
Well, here in the South, we have all the Southern presidents have come together, and we've decided that we don't have an Antifa problem, and we don't want to create one. So very rarely do you see us at protests or rallies or things of that nature in our stuff. Now, we did go to the Stop the Steals because we were asked to come.
We call it the either Stop the Pittsburgh Steelers or the
Algorithms. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm used to this.
Are we still on? Are we still on?
We're blinking.
So we have done a couple Steelers games.
Yeah.
Because we were asked. The event organizers loved that we came. We actually were able to get folks like Joey Villa and Robbie Starbuck involved because I was Twitter acquaintances with them before I got flushed down the memory hole. So we brought a little star power. We rode in luxury coaches down there.
How many people you think in your organization in Tennessee?
Oh, in the state?
Yeah, in the state.
I would say actual membership 400 or 500.
Wow.
Guys waiting to get in, another 400 or 500. Guys that have sent emails and haven't been responded to, probably in the 300 range.
Now, I've seen women at Proud Boy events. Are they members or?
They're not members.
Okay.
There's two rules to join our fraternity. You have to be born and identify as a male currently, and you have to believe that Western culture is the best culture. That right there, that gets a couple people because they want to throw in white supremacy with that, but how it was explained to us and how we treat it is Western culture is the best culture because we are a melting pot, an amalgamation of everything. Like New York City is the best place to eat food because you can go there and get food from any country in the world.
Right.
And it's authentic. I wish we had something like that in Nashville. Maybe we'll get there one day.
One day.
But that's...
well, it is a fraternity, so I understand the all-guy thing. What about a Proud Girls, a sorority? Is that in the near future?
The Proud Girls, I actually founded the Music City Proud Girls. We have a small group. The organization has done it in the past, and it always seems to fail. Things get catty or stuff like that. We're trying to do it in Music City the right way. We started with the base of the guys' wives, and now we're bringing in new gals currently. So the girls are there. Some of them are fighters. Some of them are awesome at crocheting things. I actually brought you a present that one of the girls made. She made our buttons, and they make some flair. Some of the other girls, we have a doctor that's a girl in the chapter that takes care of us or helps us out with our stuff like that. And back to your membership question.
Yeah.
I'd just like to touch on that no one that's eligible for membership in our fraternity shall be discriminated on or denied membership based on their race, color, national origin, veteran status, disability, religion, marital status, or sexual orientation.
So then why are you guys still being called Nazis? Like, I get in fights on on Twitter all the time. Not even fights.
What's Twitter?
Exactly.
that?
I hear you.
The Twitter.
But I get so much crap. How dare you promote these Nazis? We're going to deplatform you for doing this.
I don't understand. I think some of it came because in the beginning, people don't understand that Gavin McInnes is a shock jock and a provocateur.
Absolutely. I listened to his podcast.
He says things so people write stories about him because then other people read those stories and say, who's this guy? And go check him out.
He's a pot stirrer.
Right. And you have what's real odd is the leader of our fraternity, the chairman.
Right. Enrique Tarrio.
Yes, noble lead, Enrique Tarrio, the Ayatollah. It just depends on who we're in a meme war with at the time.
Okay.
What his name is a Afro-Cuban Latino homosexual whose family was murdered by the Castro regime.
Right.
He knows what communism is. That's why he hates it so much.
Yeah, the guy was raised out of Little Havana over there, and over Miami area. So he's the leader of the Proud Boys.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say the leader. He's our spokesperson. We don't actually have. There's no such thing as a national leadership structure inside our organization. We have the chairman, and then we have the elders council, and then every chapter is their own separate organization. Music City, we're a little behind. We're getting ready to file for our LLC here, probably within the next week. But that being said, every chapter can do whatever it wants, and the only downfall is that is, I think there is an organization, but we're working on that as we speak.
Well, here it is. Wikipedia defines the Proud Boys as this, okay? The Proud Boys is a far-right, neo-fascist, and male-only political organization that promotes and engages in political violence in the United States and Canada. The group originated in the far-right Tackies magazine in 2016 on the leadership of Vice Media co-founder and former commentator Gavin McInnes. Now, check this out also. I'm going to bring up Antifa here for a moment.
Okay.
All right, Antifa, which is where I've watched these videos of clashes happen between Proud Boys and Antifa members at like I said, Portland, okay, Seattle, New York, and some of these rallies. Wikipedia defines Antifa as this: Antifa is a left-wing, anti-fascist, and anti-racist political movement. Notice you guys, according to Wikipedia, are a political organization. Antifa is considered a political movement. Why is that?
Because when the movement or the idea burns, loots, and riots in cities or shoots and murders people, they can't be punished.
Because it's a movement, not an organization.
Yes.
They go on to say on Wikipedia that Antifa is a highly decentralized and compromises an array of autonomous groups that aim to achieve their objective through the use of both nonviolent and violent direct action rather than through political policy reform. Man.
On that note, too, because I think earlier you mentioned that we were called a hate or extremist group. Well, I love that because there's one person that called us a hate and extremist group, and it's the Southern Poverty Law Center. What people also fail to realize is Gavin McInnes, peace be upon him, and Proud Boys LLC are currently in a class action defamation lawsuits against the Southern Poverty Law Center, and we have been removed from their website, from their hate map. We have been completely removed from it. I'm named in that lawsuit, so it affects me very much when people try to call me a hate group.
Well, I was going to bring that up too. I mean, can't you go to Wikipedia for defamation of character if this is what is presented? Because I mean, let's just face it. When people go to research stuff, they go to Wikipedia. I mean,
absolutely.
Is there a chance that you can have a lawsuit against Wikipedia for defamation of character?
Well, I think there's a chance. The problem is, where does the money come from? Because another thing, our fraternity doesn't have any national dues either. So when the organization wants to sue something, there's a bit of a fundraiser. But I am telling you right now, under the leadership of Enrique, we have began to file lawsuits. We have a lawsuit against the SPLC. There's another lawsuit. I forget who it's against, but I went up to Washington, D.C. specifically about a year and a half ago for our announcement of that lawsuit. I currently am preparing to and getting my war chest ready to attack everyone that is attacking me. Because it's odd. Phil Williams said to me in a part of the interview that he refused to air.
News Channel 5.
Yeah.
Right.
That
Nashville.
Words mattered. And I looked at him and said very specifically, no, they don't. The only words that matter is if I threaten you with violence or if I defame you. Those are the only words that have consequences. If I tell you every day the sky's red, those words have zero consequences. If I say mean things to you that you don't like, those words have no consequences.
I was having a conversation on Twitter. This was yesterday, actually, with an Antifa supporter. And, you know, it was late, and I'm done. And I said, sleep well, okay? You know what she did? She goes, what does that mean? What does that mean? I think I know what that means. Threat. Sleep well is now a threat.
Oh, yes, because you were going to go there and put a horse head in her bed because
Right.
you're from New York.
Right.
That's what was going to happen.
Well, to be honest, she's a regionalist then. Yeah. Now, you guys took it to the next level during the debates of the presidential election of 2020.
You have repeatedly criticized the vice president for not specifically calling out Antifa and other left-wing extremist groups. But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
Are you
I'm willing
prepared to
do
specifically
that, but
do it? Well, go ahead, sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it. You want to call them? What do you want to call them? Give me a name. Give me a
White
name. Go ahead.
supremacists and
Who would
white
you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud
militia.
Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing. This is a left-wing problem.
White supremacists. Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got it.
Not militia.
So, okay, did you see this when it was happening live?
Oh, we saw it. Actually, I believe that was that the no. That
was the second debate,
That was
right.
the second debate.
It was supposed to be the third, but they canceled the other one. Remember, right? But yeah.
That was the one that was in Nashville, correct? Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, that was not the one.
No, that was the first debate then.
Okay,
Then
right.
The second
That's
debate
right.
got
That's right. That
canceled.
was the first debate,
Okay,
right?
We heard what Dad had to say to us loud and
Dad?
clear. When the God Emperor speaks.
Oh, you Trump?
Yes,
okay.
absolutely. We understood what he was saying. He wanted us, and the fraternity acted accordingly. He wanted us to not get in trouble, not do anything, stand back and stand by, stop the violence on our side.
Then why was I reading these stories coming out of definitely the publications that aren't pro-Trump saying that this was whistleblowing? Okay, this was
no, dog whistling.
Dog whistling. That's what it is.
He was sending a secret code that only us violent extremists would understand.
Right, like sleep well.
Yeah. Well, and we were all shocked that he said it. I don't think anybody knew it came, even though I gave Donald Trump a second degree. I personally put him in the Proud Boys.
Oh, yeah?
Just kidding.
Oh,
just
okay.
Kidding. But it was odd, but I will tell you that there were 70 of us in Nashville. I won't name the location just because I'm friends with the owner and stuff. We were down there for the debates. We were down there.
Was it peaceful?
Yeah, we stayed up away from the debate house. We were on Lower Broadway, and we had a heck of a good time. Nobody messed with us. A lot of pictures were taken. A lot of people, I don't know why, wanted things signed. Stuff like everybody wants a picture with a Proud Boy. Everyone, everywhere we go in Washington D.C.
Not Antifa.
Well, Antifa wants other things. Actually, this particular MAGA hat is worth $500, I guess, in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, is it?
My suits are worth things. I wear fake gas station gold that I acquired in Memphis.
Okay.
That's dope.
It's dope.
And that, I guess, has a bounty on it. I had a bounty posters up in downtown Nashville that people wanted my clothes off my body.
It's unreal. Like seriously, literally, I got for even putting out there that I was going to interview you. Okay, that's we're going to get you deplatformed from Twitter. We're going to pull you from Twitter.
You'll probably be gone.
It could be. And here's the thing. I don't care. I don't care if they deplatform me. You know what I mean?
The Gateway Pundit, the Big League Politics, Tennessee Star, they all wrote an article about me in 2018, I believe. So, and I think a couple Fox News contributors picked it up. And I didn't get my damn blue check, but they're all still on the internet, I think. I don't know because I'm not allowed on it.
Yeah, we're going to get into the censorship in just a moment, but let's go now to January 6th, 2021 in Washington at the Halt the Theft rally, okay, we'll call it. President Trump gave a speech, and you were at D.C. during this speech, right?
Absolutely. What's odd is my flight they delayed my flight. I was supposed to get there the night of the 5th. And I was flying into Baltimore, and I had my ride. I was coordinated. Everybody was going to pick me up, and that night Enrique got arrested, which was unjust, and I can't wait for the story about that to come out.
And the charges were with the lighting of the Black Lives Matter flag on fire from the church, right?
Yeah,
is that the charge?
Destruction of property.
Destruction of property. Okay.
Is the charge, and he was unjustly arrested, and I believe he'll be vindicated in the court of law very soon because I know something. Enrique didn't light the fire; it was always burning since the world was turning. But on a serious note,
Billy Joel.
Yeah,
right.
he did not start that fire.
Interesting.
I will guarantee that. I would state that on the lives of my children that he did not.
Well, it's interesting because you read the news about that, and like you would think he's been convicted of it. There's been no conviction of this yet. It's just been arrest,
not.
right?
He was in custody, I think, for 2 or 3 hours, and I was in contact with our photographer, who's the greatest photographer on Parler, and is from Clarksville, Tennessee. She asked me not to mention her name, so I won't. And she told me what was happening. I said, well, it's really weird. Southwest just moved my flight from Baltimore to D.C. tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I said, I wonder if I'm gonna have some visitors. So long story short, I jumped on the D.C. Metro. I linked up with my buddies, and we wanted to get a hamburger at Harry's, but the Harrington was closed. So we went to the second best place to get a hamburger in Washington, D.C., which is Ollie's.
Are you dog whistling when you say you wanted a hamburger at Ollie's?
No, and it's no like secret pedophile.
Okay, that's not dog whistling. All right, just making sure.
So we were sitting in there in line because you stand in there to order a hamburger for about 30 minutes.
And this is the day of the event.
The day of the event, I think it was about 11:30 noon. Trump was talking, and
because he started at noon, right? Noon sharp, right?
And Trump was talking. But we didn't have to be where he was because you could hear him all over town. They had loudspeakers and stuff set up. I don't know who exactly set it up, but they were set up.
But you can hear everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And reports had it that there was 334,000 people. Is that accurate?
There were a lot. I would say there may have been more than that.
Okay.
There wasn't as much as the first stop. The pickpocketing that was up there. And I went to the second one, and I think there were just as many people as at the second Million MAGA march as there was the last one that we just went to.
Interesting. Now, while he's speaking, okay, what's the feel of the crowd? Was it tense? Was it jubilee? What was the emotions going on?
Well, I witnessed. I actually made a very good friend for life on the flight. She was from Switzerland, and she was going to support the President of the United States. And from my ride to the airport on the DC Metro to the JW Marriott, I didn't meet anybody that I thought would be a problem. It seemed like everybody was happy. Everybody was there to support the President of the United States, and everybody was there to act as a peaceful, patriotic American. They wanted to know what Donald Trump had to say. So that gets me to we were waiting in line to order these hamburgers, And this older fella comes in here and goes, they're storming the Capitol. And we understood that the plan was when Trump was done talking, he was going to personally walk to the Capitol and deliver.
Wait, this was said while Trump was still speaking?
Yes. And we understood Trump was going to walk to the Capitol and deliver another message at the at the United States Capitol. So I looked at my buddy there, and there was 10 of us from Tennessee that were together at the time right there. I said, that sounds pretty weird. Are you storming it, like trying to get in it, or just going to rally around it, waiting for Trump? Because that's where the stage was set up for him to speak. So I said, let's go check this out. So we walked out of Ollie's and hooked a left. Well, lo and behold, the man standing next to me is none other than Alex Jones.
Oh, yeah.
He's leading the crowd, and that's where I got the sense of it was a jubilee. It was a party.
Yeah.
Because you've got Stop the Steal or pocketing. You've got USA chants, 1776. Your typical Alex Jones / Trump rally chants. We walk up to the Capitol, and there's some folks. I don't know if it's the front or the back of the Capitol. It's the side of the Capitol with the scaffolding on it. They're doing some construction. We get up there, and there's these fellas trying to get up the stairs, and the Capitol Police are flashbanging them and anti-riot grenading them. They were using like the BBs, like the non-lethal BBs, and they were using some sort of gas. I know it wasn't CS, but it was it smelled like some sort of pepper spray, because while I was there with Alex Jones, he was trying to calm the crowd down, and I'm literally 3 feet from him at this point. And he's trying to calm people. Then he's saying, hey, don't do this. If we do this, Trump's not going to come. If we do this, Trump's not going to come.
Okay.
Well, and then where Alex Jones is, we start getting some of the gas thrown our way. A couple flashbangs. We're just being lobbed into the crowd, trying to disperse the crowd, it seemed like. So we went to the other side of the Capitol, which for the purpose of this interview, I'm going to call the back side of the Capitol.
Okay.
And we were standing there, and as Alex Jones is walking up, the steps of the Capitol were breached. They pushed through the Capitol Police.
How far after is this from the speech?
I think that minutes.
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 So all this was going on while Trump is still talking?
This was going on while the President of the United States was talking, absolutely.
Interesting.
And I guess there was an attempt to breach the Capitol at 9:30 in the morning.
Yes, because I saw reports from NPR, and I got flack for reporting that NPR is saying that there's commotion and breaching of the Capitol at 9 o'clock or something in the morning.
Yeah, and that, from what I heard on the ground, that is a true and accurate statement. And what is amazing, and I think this will be the only platform that reports it, because I told this to Phil Williams as well. Yeah. When Alex Jones saw those stairs being breached,
right,
pops being pushed, he was the most concerned man in Washington, D.C. that day. He said, This is the end of us. They just screwed us. Now the media is going to report on nothing but violent right-wing demonstrators at the United States Capitol, violent Trump supporters.
And which is exactly what we've been seeing. So who do you believe those people storming? I've seen so many allegations of these are crazy Trump supporters, or these are people acting as Trump supporters. Your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are this. I think, because I know they just actually arrested a BLM guy.
Yeah. I saw
today
that.
For the Epoch Times reported like right before I was coming. I'm under the impression of that they've arrested a few Antifas, and this is what I know about that day. The Viking dude, the weird dude.
Yeah, the QAnon guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we saw him
from Arizona.
We saw him throughout the day.
Oh, you can't miss him, I guess, right?
And we were like, that guy's pretty weird.
Yeah.
But before the Capitol was stormed, probably within 30 minutes of that, we saw a couple individuals, skinny white kids, look kind of out of place, and they're going up to these groups. And it seemed like they were firing them up. Seemed like they were maybe telling some stories.
Yeah, no, I
getting
hear
some
you.
folks' blood boiling.
Right.
Well, then about 30 minutes later, that daggum Capitol was breached.
And then you got the girl that's saying, "Oh, it's a revolution and everything," but she ended up having an onion in her towel, making her cry.
Wow, I haven't heard that.
Oh yeah, here. Let me show you this.
The Knoxville girl.
Yes, yeah. Oh, you didn't see this?
She should listen to that Roger Allen Wade song, "Knoxville Girl." That's a good tune.
Yeah, Elizabeth from Knoxville. Where is it? I got it in here somewhere.
But them mountain folks, you never can trust them mountain folks.
Those mountain folks.
I'm one of them, so you can trust me, though.
It's all good. Man, I just, you know what? I can't even find it. I got it in here somewhere. But we'll get into that in a little bit. But, Matt, okay, so now everything's going on. What are people saying that are outside of the Capitol when people are being let in? I saw videos of officers opening up gates.
And see, I didn't see that part. And I think maybe it was... Because at that point in time, I was hanging out with Jones. I was hanging out with my friends. Alex was talking to the Capitol Police saying,
"Hey, if you let me up there, I'm 90% sure I can get him down. Let me up there."
And they did. They eventually said, "Go up there and get him down." And he went up there and probably got 200 or 300 people off those stairs. And I think that may be where the trouble was initiated. Because once that many people left the stairs, people weren't packed in shoulder to shoulder. They could move. So your bad actors and the individuals that wanted trouble were now able to go.
Interesting.
And when they first got up there were cheers. After a few minutes while they're up there, and as soon as I got to the bottom of the stairs with Alex's security team, and there were a couple of us up there, because I said, "Hey, Alex," I didn't say it to him. I said to his security, to be truthful. I said, "Hey, we're here to help. We're here to help disperse the crowd too. We don't want this to turn bad. We don't want to be the bad guys. We don't want to be the villains." But as soon as we got to the bottom of the stairs, there was another loud and thunderous jeer, and you heard probably 15 flashbangs or 15 small explosions. So there was flashbangs or riot grenades, and after that there was nothing. So they hit them with everything they had. It seemed like they blew their wad. Or my theory is, if I were a betting man, I would say the only reason those people got inside the Capitol is because the Capitol Police were taking the Congress down to the tunnels. I'm assuming they had a minimal force up there, thinking people weren't going to come in, when some of those bad actors saw that and knew that 15 weren't going to stop 300, no matter what they had. And the cops, I think maybe were, which I praise them for this, they were a little slow with the guns.
Yeah.
Because when we were walking down and they were throwing flashbangs as we were walking down, I looked at a couple of people. I said, "The next thing that's going to come is bullets." I'm getting the hell out of here.
And I'll tell you, you've been to war. You've spent 4 years on the battlefield. All right. Your thoughts on actually being deployed overseas and when all this is going on? Emotions. What do they compare to?
What's odd is that I said that to my buddy. I said, "Dude, this feels like I'm in Fallujah or Rusty Mullah again. This shit's getting weird."
Yeah.
I'm a little freaked out here. Not freaked out like scared or what. I said something bad's gonna happen here. And I know my contingency of folks. We went down. I think it's 3rd and Pennsylvania Avenue, but I know for a fact it's 3rd Street. We went down there and there was a bunch of food trucks. I was starving to death. I still wanted that damn hamburger.
Oh yeah, you didn't get the hamburger from Ollie's.
So I got me a street hamburger, and we hung out down there for a little bit, and then these folks called the Secret Service started showing up. And
Okay.
I looked at my pals, and we said, and then everybody's phone just started going ballistic. Curfew was established. I think at this time it was about 3:30. Curfew was going to be started at 6, and I looked at my buddy Brad and I said, "Hey, dude, I got a flight out of here, but can I just ride home on the luxury coach with y'all?" And he goes, "Yeah."
So you didn't even fly back?
No, I didn't. I wanted to go nowhere near an airport.
How about those people at the getting taken off the planes? Did you see that?
Yeah, I went to actually. There were 2 Proud Boys that entered the United States Capitol, and both of them had D.C. press credentials.
Right.
So they were.
I mean, there was a decent amount of press in there.
They were amongst the groups. For some reason, our press credentials don't count, even though the District of Columbia gave them. But I think it's wild they're grabbing people off planes, and to be honest with you, I thought I was going to be one of them people.
Right.
Just because my face is out there.
Here's the thing. How did they know? Like, I was watching these videos of the people just being taken off of the planes because they were at the rally, not even inside the Capitol. They were taken off the plane because they were at the rally. Where
facial recognition, homie. You're in the most secure place in the country. Nothing like that has ever happened in the United States since 1814.
Tell that to those windows.
Facial recognition. Well, I mean,
they were taking pictures when you flew out of there. You were getting your picture taken at the airport.
Here, let's take a look at this.
This is what happens. This is what happens, guys. This is crazy, yo.
Here's what and boo. The guy's booing him. This is
everybody can be tough.
Who gets booted? Or who gets put on no-fly list? Convicted criminals and terrorists, right?
I don't believe that's accurate. I think depending on your crime, you can still fly. I don't think you can fly into Canada or Europe as a convicted felon.
Like look at this. Like this lady.
Oh, maybe them cops are racist.
Usually a no-fly list is somebody who has created some sort of incident on a previous flight or in an airport, like a
just for showing up at an event. Like look at this girl with the pink flangy pants, and these people cheering. Imagine you're at a Biden rally. You're one of the 9 people in one of those perfect circles, okay? And you're at a Biden rally, and you get pulled from a plane for being there. That's absurd. Have you seen any backlash your way for being there? I'm watching these stories about this nurse being fired from Tennessee for being there. This pastor who's being banned on social media because he was over there. There's even a story of the ex-wife calling in on her husband who was there.
Now I get a little. I'm having the ex-wife issue. I don't want to litigate my case on the air. But,
yeah.
But me being in Washington D.C. is being brought up to.
Have you been contacted by authorities or anything?
I get contacted by the FBI on the regular.
Yeah.
They're nice guys. They just want to know what you know.
Yeah.
What you saw, what you heard.
Well, then why you're being banned on social media? Why can't I find any Proud Boy groups on Facebook? Do you even have a Facebook?
I'm not allowed on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
For what?
Venmo.
If you're not allowed on Twitter, I read it in that News Channel 5 article. He was reading your tweets or whatever.
Yeah, he was reading mean tweets about me.
Yeah,
it was as soon as News Channel 5 did their story, I was off Twitter within 6 hours.
Interesting. Wow.
And it might have been because I sent Phil Williams some of the pornography that I was receiving. I said, "Hey, can you please tell your viewers to stop sending this to me?"
Here, let me see if I'm still on Twitter with you on here. Let's see if we're still on. Rich, what do you? Okay, good. We still got our Twitter and the live feed is still up, so that's good. But man, all right. So what's the answer? How to move forward with not only just you guys and your mission coinciding with other people and their missions? How does it work?
I think this is what I kind of teach, coach, mentor, and counsel folks, because when people get doxxed or when people get harassed, for some reason, they reach out to me because they've kind of seen my story and
dox. That means like your information being put out publicly
on the internet.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been doxxed like 140 times in 23 different states.
Has anything come of it? Like anyone show up where?
I got a bunch of forks. Put on my yard, and each one of them had a red U on it.
What does that mean?
Fork you.
Oh, fork you.
Fork you.
Oh, they're so creative.
Original. I want to
you.
know who spent the time to do like 10,000 forks. Then I get fan mail pretty regularly.
Oh, fan mail. So the doxing sometimes backfires.
Well,
and introduces
by
you?
fan mail, it's go home, Nazi.
Oh.
I hope you die.
Yeah.
You're fat, which I am. I'm working on that.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on that. So and I think fat shaming is bad. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So I get that, but on the other end, I do get support. Like I walked through when I was in the airport, I met the MAGA Barbie, awesome lady from California.
Yeah, tell her what's up.
Yeah, I will. I think Lady MAGA's more your style.
Yeah.
Lady MAGA's voice is very deep, though, and Lady MAGA may not be a woman.
Oh, you got my hopes up high.
But she's hot. I mean,
Lady Maga instead of Lady Gaga. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I do get that. I get pictures. Sometimes it gets old that people want to take pictures or hang out, or it really messes people up when they want to buy me. If I'm out at like a bar or something, want to buy me alcohol, and I have to explain to them, hey, I don't drink anymore. I appreciate the gesture, but
yeah.
Thanks, but no thanks. If that makes sense, but
yeah, how do we bring it all together? How do we move forward where you guys can live and coexist with other groups?
Well, I think there's two things that need to happen. One, the country's so divided right now. The president that runs for office in 2024, whichever side he's on, needs to be the great unifier.
Okay.
Because it's not going to happen now. With all the division, people still get upset with mean words and believe fake news. And they believe Wikipedias and things like that.
Right.
So, and then the other part with it is this, that you never, ever give up. You never stop moving forward. Even when you think it's over. Even when you think there's nothing left to fight for. You never, ever quit. Because once you quit, now you're complicit. And I'm going to tell you, there's something we say as an organization a lot is when they got Alex Jones, nobody batted an eye. When they deplatformed Gavin, people started to open their eyes a little bit. When they got Roger Stone, now people started to get worried. They just got the president of the United States.
Right. Off of Facebook, off of Twitter, off of YouTube, off of Shopify, for crying out loud. I mean,
well, and the end point to that is now they're coming for me. Why? Because I'm still standing in their way. And I'm going to keep fighting for what I believe in. And they're never going to silence me. They silenced me on Twitter. What am I doing now?
Yeah, how do you get your message out since you're not on Facebook or any of the social media sites?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I was on German news last night. I was on Channel 5 last week. They're not going to silence me. I'll keep fighting. And we're going to start we've linked in with a lot of the Trump rally organizers. I'm in pretty deep with heavy hitters inside the state's GOP. We're gonna fight back. And when I say fight back, for all you weirdos, I don't mean violence.
Isn't that a shame? You have to explain.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because that's the first thing that'll get jump cut into the next news story.
That's right.
Matthew Walters demanding violence. He wants to fight back. And that's, if any of you local Clarksville business people are listening, and we're organizing this in Nashville, start fighting back. You have more money than this city. They can't sue you all. You sue them. We already let these folks starve us to death over this
I can't stand lockdowns. I am not for it. Mandates not my thing. I hear you on that.
Yeah, they starved you to death, and people didn't even understand it. They're like, "Oh, I got to stay inside." No, they made you poor. They made you now relying on them. Next thing they did is they make you wear a mask. What are they going to do next? Show up with $1,000 and say, "Give me your guns." Are you going to give them to them, or are you going to go get a job?
Yeah. Rich, you got any whistleblowing, dog whistling you want to do?
I have no dog whistle blowing, and I don't own any guns. Just saying.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You got any questions for men?
I'm quite interested. I think it's interesting to see this perspective. I think one thing that goes back to the beginning of the broadcast, we got to remember that Wikipedia is not in any way an accurate news source. It is created literally by Wikipedia users that write an article and then it gets posted.
I know, and that's the thing. Like, say this recent Twitter battle I got into, that is exactly what got posted, copied and pasted for their argument. That how dare you support give your platform their voice. Look, they are racist. They are white supremacists. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That was the person's argument. It was their copy-paste. So the only way that I believe that we can move forward is with conversation. And with deplatforming and removing people, Twitter's just going to be a whole bunch of people on the left side. There's going to be nobody there to actually have that conversation.
Oh, it's going to be a left-wing echo chamber. And they're harassing us because we had Parler and it was a right-wing echo chamber.
And then they go, get out of here because we don't want any big tech competition. Follow the money always. Crazy. Bay, what do you make of this all?
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech, man. Red Pill Jen?
I was just going to echo what Rich said, and that is that there's a reason that no college, no educational establishment allows the use of Wikipedia, because literally anyone can go on there and write what they want. So, again, I agree also freedom of speech, but use scholarly sources if you want scholarly information.
Ed Reynolds checking in on YouTube. He types in, Joe can verify this. This is the only thing close to school social media I ever had. I saw the drama happening as soon as social media came out. And I don't deal with any drama. I never have. And
yeah, I've been sitting on here chatting with Ed and with Chris,
right?
And everybody on YouTube.
It's crazy. Let us know with your comments, okay? Type them in. We'll get to them. No doubt about it. Matt, thanks for telling your side of the story, man.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on.
Strike. Yeah, of course. I mean, if I know somebody and I know they're not a white supremacist, someone who is gay bashing, as some of the ones were saying, I'm like, I don't think so. I know, Matt. Let me have a conversation with them.
Wait. It's odd you say that because my best friend in this fraternity, well, I wouldn't say my best friend, one of my closest friends in this fraternity, has been voted best gay. He's the reigning, defending best gay in the Proud Boys.
Oh, so there's an award for that.
Yes, we have the best gay.
Okay, the best gay.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe if the sorority takes off, the best les. Right.
Yeah,
could
absolutely.
Be. Right. Thespians.
Actors.
Bring it all back. What would they say in Brokeback Mountain? I can't cut you, or
I can't quit you.
I can't quit you. I can't quit you.
So I do have one question. So what does the term? What's the history of the name? And I am not suspect or suspicious of Proud Boy motives at all. But I am curious for the listeners, where did the name Proud Boys come from, and why is it called Proud Boys?
I could not tell you. Gavin called it the Proud Boys. Actually, I do know. Because there is an Alan Meneke song called Proud of Your Boy.
Yeah, it's from Aladdin.
From Aladdin Broadway musical. Proud of your boy, I'll make you. And it's the whole song is about this young boy apologizing that he's not good enough to his mother. So, again, it's another little joke inside the fraternity that we are the Proud Boys because we'll never be that boy.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right. There you go. Again, if you got any questions, any comments, just type them in, and don't forget to share this on your timeline. All right. There's people that need to hear and see exactly what's going on, because sometimes they just go to Wikipedia and be like, "Oh, how dare they?" Yeah, deplatform them. Right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, coming up, WTF. What is the deal with Season 3 of Cobra Kai? Oh, my God, did you see the last episode? Let's go over what happened and make our predictions for Season 4 with Red Pill Jen. Plus, Can you beat Water Dog Rich of Water Dog Scuba and Safety in Karate Kid knowledge? Hiya. Can I do that? Can I still do hiya?
I think so.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's right. Put him in a body bag. Trivia is next on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
Hey y'all, this is Shelly Holiday, realtor at RE/MAX North Star. So feel free to add your comments and don't forget to share it on your timeline. Bay's my favorite. Absolutely.
So, one of the most stressful things to do is buy or sell a house. Well, that all changes. Why? Shelly Holiday, realtor, RE/MAX North Star. She eliminates the stress parts of buying or selling a house. She'll work that deal. She networks. She knows how to do it. She's Shelly Holiday, realtor, RE/MAX North Star, and you want her. I'll tell you what, just go to her Facebook page. She's Shelly Holiday, realtor, RE/MAX North Star. Just do it. Click like, send her a message. Water Dog Scuba and Safety. There's a whole world to discover underwater, and at Water Dog Scuba and Safety, they're here to help you explore it. Veteran and locally owned, and whether you're already an expert diver or beginner seeking adventure, Water Dogs offers private and scheduled dive trainings for all ages. Get those kids, but no dogs. Go check out their Facebook page. Look at their underwater videos. 681 North Spring Street, downtown Clarksville. Go say hello to Rich and Cecil and the team at Water Dog Scuba and Safety.
Hey everybody, this is Water Dogs Rich from Water Dog Scuba and Safety. What do I love about the Joe Padula Show? You got a veteran like Joe going after his dreams and bringing so many people together from so many different walks of life here in Clarksville. Absolutely.
Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Bow, bow. You know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I don't have that problem.
No, there are kids in there. Never mind.
WTF? What is the deal with season 3 of Cobra Kai? Netflix. Let's go over what happened and make our predictions for season 4 with Red Pill Jen. Plus, can you beat Water Dog Rich of Water Dog Scuba and Safety in Karate Kid knowledge?
You're mine, Mr. Shelley.
Put him in a body bag. Trivia is now on the
Garbage.
Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, click like, leave your comments, and definitely help us out and share this video now. Bay, have you watched any of Cobra Kai?
No.
No?
I fell asleep.
You're trying though, right?
Yeah, I'm trying.
He's trying.
Hey.
You've seen Karate Kid though, right?
Back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
I ain't seen it since, I want to say, the early 90s.
Wow.
All 17 sequels.
You gotta see.
You gotta.
You gotta see Cobra Kai.
You gotta.
I avoided it forever. We watched, I heard Red Pill Jen mention she watched the last season in a day.
Yeah.
We watched all 3 seasons in 2.5 days.
Isn't that amazing?
Just one after the other.
They just float, and they're 40 minutes long. And doesn't it just feel like 5 minutes passes,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
whoa, stop.
It's like seeing, Wicked on Broadway. You never want it to end.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll talk about that later.
Wicked's great. Yeah.
Matt, have you ever seen Cobra Kai?
I have not.
Have you ever seen Karate Kid?
I have absolutely seen the Karate Kid.
You gotta watch Cobra
you are
Kai.
missing out.
It really completes
best.
all of the
Good
stories.
stuff.
It takes Karate Kid, Karate Kid 2, Karate Kid 3, maybe even some the next Karate Kid. We'll find out in season 4, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But, man. All right, Red Pill Jen, your WTF.
Yeah, it left me. I mean, it was a good finale. Thank God it didn't leave on one of those cliffhangers where you have absolutely no idea what to expect. That drives me crazy. So I felt like it was extremely action packed. It had a lot of spoiler alert, by the way. But it came to a nice close where, I mean, yeah, of course you were curious about what was going to happen, but basically, long story short, Cobra Kai. I mean, Kreese.
John Kreese,
which of course was,
hold on.
Johnny's sensei.
Let me, since Bay and Matt, and maybe you haven't seen any of it, even though you should.
Do you want the setup?
So, Cobra Kai is no more. The series begins with Johnny. Remember Johnny, the bully, Right, Johnny Lawrence, the bully from the first
the
one.
rich kid bully.
Right.
Yeah.
He was the rich kid. William Zabka is the actor. He was also like the bully back in the day. He was the bully in Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. He was a bully in that one. He was even the jerk boyfriend in National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Indeed, he was.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
he was.
I didn't even think about that.
He was not a jerk.
So
clear.
it was perfect. It was perfect. He was even the jerk in Hot Tub Time Machine with the gun in the bathroom.
Yeah, he was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and the soap all over. Okay, but that's a different story. So, nonetheless, this guy's a loser now. He's a drunk. His family is separated. It's the whole bit. And he ends up creating Cobra Kai now because one of the kids in his apartment complex is getting bullied. So he teaches the kid karate to bully the bullies.
Yeah.
And it takes off.
And meanwhile, Daniel LaRusso, of course, Ralph Macchio's character from back in the day, who was the poor, ne'er-do-well, kind of had it rough. Now, all of a sudden, the tables have turned. Now he's Mr. Moneybags. He owns
LaRusso dealerships.
The car dealerships and everything. So it's really cool how it kind of, the whole show anyway, just kind of flips the script on that. And there's some really good character development on there as
And you learn so much about Miyagi along the way.
Yes, and then so the season finale though with Kreese, what I thought was cool was just that they did
John
the
Kreese comes
flashbacks.
back.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
what
the
a-
sensei.
What a jerk.
Right, but we
But
learned
we
why.
need him.
Why?
We learned why
Yes,
he's a
we
jerk.
did.
Why?
We did.
I like it that it shows Daniel LaRusso to be the whiny guy that he always has been since the beginning of the movie. I love it. It really
team,
spotlights.
I'm so team Johnny now, but it's funny because back when I was a teenager, I was just all like every other girl. I was all about Daniel, and now
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey Johnny, what's up, baby?
Yeah, Daniel LaRusso, maybe, and it starts off, he shouldn't have won the tournament because
shouldn't have.
it was an illegal kick to the face.
Illegal kick.
Illegal kick.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, but
Right.
the whole kick to his knee was illegal too. So yes,
No, because he didn't
watch
do the damage.
movie. Yeah,
He didn't do the damage.
I know, but the
No,
original
you
kick.
just get a point taken away.
Yeah, so
for
he
the
got a
illegal
warning.
Because as we learned in Karate Kid 3 with Mike Barnes, okay, Karate's bad boy. I know, I binged all the Karate Kids too. I know.
I went back and did it too. Don't feel bad.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I haven't paid for one.
But okay, so now John Kreese, we learned that he was in Vietnam and he was serving with Terry Silver. Okay?
Yeah.
Terry Silver, who was in Karate Kid 3, he was the guy, the rich guy that John Kreese came to after Cobra Kai went away because Cobra Kai lost the tournament. So Terry Silver, well, he served with John Kreese in Vietnam. They were captured. They were POWs, prisoners of war, and John Kreese fought to the death of his captain in place of Terry Silver. So Terry Silver's in debt.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
whatever he needs.
Right.
So yeah, and in the finale, you see him place
Pick
that
up a phone.
Yeah,
and
we're
it's
throwing a lot of spoilers
implied.
out
Oh, yeah.
And I gave the spoiler,
Spoiler
alert.
alert,
So
right.
hey,
Right.
and FYI, guys, those are boas and ball pythons. They're harmless. Those are not cobras.
Oh, okay.
And that's a rat snake in the studio. So that I got it. I'm a snake person. It irritated me.
I like in season 3 that they brought it back to Okinawa also
Yes,
from
that
Karate
was
Kid
really
2.
cool. And if everyone, I think it was the movie, the part 2, where Daniel fights to the death and against Chosen, and so
Chosen.
they bring Chosen back.
Don't tell the spoiler. You're getting ready to, aren't you?
I already spoiled. We've already spoiled.
All right. Rich is right.
Okay.
Just know that
Chosen comes back.
the
But
bad
you're
guy.
gonna tell the story of the fight. I know it.
Okay. And the girl from Karate Kid 2 is back too, and she hasn't aged. She hasn't aged.
So Jackie Chan.
I'm telling right. It's those Chinese
And
pearls.
Jaden Smith is not in it.
No, Allie with an eye comes back, and
Yes.
she hasn't aged.
No, Allie with Joe Padula has come back. Yes.
It's Allie Mills Padula.
Oh, and she's
She's
just
too old for you, Joe.
no. So Allie,
Yeah, she's over 22.
after Karate Kid, okay, the first one, she went to UCLA to become a doctor. Okay, a child surgeon, pediatric surgeon.
Which I'm sorry. Hold on. They missed the mark on that. Okay, because you got Miguel right, and he's laid up. wasn't that like the perfect way to bring Allie? Like I for sure thought when they said, "Oh, we're flying a surgeon in from out of state,"
it was going to be Allie.
I thought for sure it was going to be her. I'm like, how did you guys miss
that? Would have been pretty good.
Pretty good.
That would have been pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Way better tie-in than what they did.
She's got 2 kids. She's separated from her current husband, Schwarber. Okay,
Schwarber.
Dr. Schwarber.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, because we're gonna tell spoilers.
Yeah. So don't worry. But she comes back.
How the fight scenes.
Excellent.
Excellent. Excellent.
So it's literally like
lame 80s movies. I'll tell you that.
they crammed more fight scenes into the last episode of season 3 than I think they have in the entirety of the 3 seasons. I mean, it was just boom, 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 boom.
Matt, just hearing this, does this make you want to watch it at all?
Yeah, I want to see it now.
Okay, good.
I'm interested.
It's cool.
It's the best.
So I may start tonight.
Watch it with a grain of salt, though. I mean, there are a few moments that kind of make you go, that was cringy. I mean, it is a little cheesy, but it's funny. It's action packed.
I like it when it's outwardly cheesy, though. I
Yeah.
like
Oh
that,
yeah.
you
They know
What's
they're
the new
being
dojo's
cheesy.
name?
Cheesy.
So he gets kicked
Eagle
out.
Fang.
Yeah, he gets
Eagle Fang.
So he loses Cobra Kai. Johnny loses Cobra Kai that he restarted
to Kreese.
To John Kreese. John Kreese comes back and takes it back with bully tactics.
Yeah.
Go figure. Right. So yes, Johnny Lawrence opens up Eagle Fang.
Eagle Fang.
Even though eagles don't have fangs,
No,
but it still
they
looks
have
pretty
no
cool.
fangs.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's some sort of heel babyface turn in this thing where Johnny turns into the sympathetic guy that you start rooting for, and somehow Daniel LaRusso, I think he finances him or something, and he's going to end up beating up John Kreese.
Well,
and I haven't seen it.
All right. Well, so at the end, I mean,
I haven't seen it, so I can't spoil anything.
True.
Where it leaves off basically is just, and I agree, Rich. I'm not going to give that one crucial detail. But the way that it comes to a close with a kick-ass version of "In the Air Tonight," I have to say, by Phil Collins. That was awesome.
All right.
But the way it comes to a close is that they are training. They're beginning training for the All Valley tournament. So that's how the end of season 3. Boom.
Yeah.
That's
combined.
Where it leaves you.
Daniel
I
LaRusso,
wasn't gonna spoil it.
Miyagi. No,
See,
no.
Rich?
Listen, it's
Come
okay.
on, stop.
It's okay. Miyagi. No, this is why you want to watch it. You want to see how Miyagi and how
Eagle
Fang comes together to fight Kreese, which is Cobra Kai, and the last scene is Kreese picking up the phone, making a phone call.
To his
I
IOU,
need help.
His IOU army buddy.
Right. Is it going to be Terry Silver? Because in the picture, it's John Kreese, it's Terry Silver, and it's the other guy.
Well, it's that skinny guy that remember, because it was going to be him against the captain.
Ponytail.
Ponytail. Okay, we'll call him
And
that.
guess who had a ponytail in Karate Kid 3? Terry Silver.
See, I don't remember 3.
What if it's John McCain?
John McCain.
Yeah. Can we just have one thing with no politics?
No.
Just
John
one-
McCain was a prisoner of war.
One guilty pleasure.
It was a
with no
prisoner of war.
politics.
So, but I got a prediction. Season 4. Yes, you will see Terry Silver. I think that's obvious.
Okay.
I also think you will see Hilary Swank from the next
Oh,
Karate Kid.
Forgot about
From
her.
3?
I would
From
love that.
The 4th one. Yes. I
From
think.
the what he made the 4th one.
They did Karate Kid,
Yeah, the
Karate Kid
next-
2, Karate Kid 3, the
And
next
then
Karate
the
Kid
next
with the girl.
generation or whatever. The next Karate. Yeah.
The
Now,
next
wait a
Karate
minute.
Kid.
There was a Karate Kid 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started-
With Hilary Swank when she was
Yeah.
real young.
A movie?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
I think it was like literally probably straight to DVD.
Steven Seagal was probably in that one too.
No,
If he was,
it went
I'd
through
watch
the
it.
movie theaters.
You just like his butt, don't you, Rich?
No, I don't like Steven Seagal at all.
He likes
don't
how
either.
he runs.
I don't like
He
any of
runs
that.
funny. I don't care what anyone says. Steven Seagal runs funny.
Here you go. Let's take a look.
Yeah, she's super young in this. Yeah, notice how it says home video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a Columbia home video. I think that's in all Columbia.
It
Credits.
it was straight to video. It never made it to the theaters.
Pat Morita.
But Pat Morita was in it?
Yeah. Hero.
They prepared Miyagi to face anything.
Let's just pause it. Pause it. Okay. Pause it. I am not utilizing this to make money whatsoever. Okay. Just got to put that out there.
But nothing can prepare
The Joe Padula Show does not own the rights to the following clip.
Oh, what?
Look at her jump on that car. Yeah.
What else has Hillary Swank been in?
$1 Million Baby.
The boxing movie with Clint Eastwood.
That's $1 Million Baby.
Uh-huh.
And then the one where she plays the transgender.
Boys Don't Cry.
That, thank you. I couldn't think of the name. She's
Is that
been
the one
in.
that Boy George did the video for?
No,
No,
you're
that's
thinking
Crying
of
Game.
She's got an
Yeah.
amazing top, by the way.
He's like no teacher.
But here's
She's
the
won
problem.
like 2 Oscars, and I can't think of other movies she's been in.
This ain't a bad one, but they started to like try to make it more of your comedy. Like, listen to the music. That I want to see him back. I want to see this guy return. The bad guy from Karate Kid, the next Karate Kid.
Okay, so
The
basically,
next Karate Kid.
for what they're saying is that they're hoping to have season 4. They've already said for sure that we're going to get a season 4. It's already signed. It's already it was signed, sealed,
Six
and
seasons
delivered.
total, I believe it is.
Oh, awesome! That makes me a happy person.
6 seasons total.
But yeah, supposedly it's coming out later in 2021. But they said a lot of that has to do with COVID and.
It better come out this year. I can't wait
can't
another
wait.
year. Here's
Thank
what's
you.
interesting. This is originally a YouTube show.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
And then
That's why-
Netflix bought it. Netflix goes, we want
Yeah.
it.
Remember, Joe, you and I were talking about that was pretty much the only reason to have.
That's why I bought
YouTube
the
Premium.
YouTube Red in
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yep.
And I didn't have to pay
Yeah.
for advertising and anything.
Yep.
It was great. I just bought it for that show.
Well, and with the YouTube Red, you could close the app and still listen.
Yes, exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Right.
So,
See, Joe's
season
OG.
1 was on YouTube?
Yep. Season 1 and 2.
Well, now they're all on Netflix though. So.
No, I know. That's what I watched it on, but
But
I
yeah.
didn't know that season 1 and 2 were YouTube and then moved over.
Yeah. Oh, Joe's getting in his Zen mode over here.
Is the
Watch out.
best around in the series? Did they play the
Wax on, wax off.
You know what I'm talking about? The theme song.
I have the second
You're the
degree black
best.
belt.
Joe Esposito's. You're the best around.
gonna take you down.
Sorry, I know that.
Oh,
Sorry.
and then I gotta say, Dee Snider from Twisted Sister has a cameo.
Oh, yes.
In
Yeah.
Cobra Kai. That was amazing.
Come on.
His hair still looks great.
Rich.
I don't like Dee Snider. I'm going to be honest with you.
He's not my
Never have.
favorite either, but I just still thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Rich, you're the oldest of the group here, and you love Karate Kid.
I like Cobra Kai. I don't love Karate Kid. Again, let me say, when a whiny butt, I always think
Daniel
LaRusso
LaRusso.
is.
How old was Ralph Macchio when filming the original Karate Kid?
About 4.5.
How old do you think he was?
I think he was 24.
21.
Yeah, he's 60 now. He's
21.
He is not 60.
He's 60 years
21 years old when he was filming the Karate Kid.
That man found the fountain of youth. He don't look 60.
old. He's 60. What, does it say there what year was he born? It's 59 or 60.
Alexa, how old is Ralph Macchio?
Ralph Macchio is 59 years old.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
He was born on November 4th, 1961.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
By the way, you can now ask another question without having to first say Alexa. Enable this feature by saying,
No.
turn on follow
Never.
mode.
Never. No. Never. You listen enough already to what we talk about.
That's right.
Yeah, he was 21. William Zabka was 17 years old.
Yeah.
Or 18 years old.
Which is
when
nuts
filming.
because he looks a lot. He looks a lot more
Yeah,
rough
but
around
he's
the
like
edges.
54.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks
54,
older
55, something like that.
than Macchio.
Let me see. Rich, how about
Yes.
this one?
Ready?
Water Dog Rich. Waterdogs-scuba.com.
Yep, divecardsfill.com.
You probably know this one. What's the name of the tournament Daniel won?
Ooh, I know that one.
It's the, oh my gosh.
I know it. I know it.
It's the All Valley Championship.
There we go. There we go.
Say, can I steal?
No, I was thinking there was some other word in it, but it's just the All Valley Karate Championship.
yeah.
All Valley Karate
For the movie, to make it look like it was packed, they did the filming during an actual karate tournament there.
Did they really?
Yep. Isn't that
Did
cool?
not know that, yeah.
I think, and actually, I think I did read something saying that a lot of the, just the little clips of the extras were the fighters that were competing in that tournament.
Also, a member of Cobra Kai. Name the only member of Cobra Kai who was also a Lambda from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, that's an excellent question.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
have any idea,
I
but that's fantastic.
It was the
Bay, you got it. Say it.
The black dude.
Lamar, very good.
I didn't know. That's what I was going to say. That was going to be my answer, but I wasn't sure.
Leave it to Bay to have the obscure, weird knowledge about stuff.
Lamar.
That's great.
Also, by the way, William Zabka, Johnny Lawrence, no karate training whatsoever prior to all of this, prior to filming.
Well, you notice you never see his face.
He was a wrestler.
I mean, it's always blonde hair shots.
Pat Morita also had no karate training prior to Karate Kid, by the way. None. Which famous actor was Daniel originally offered to? Do you know?
Charles in Charge.
Nope. That would be great, though.
That'd be a good. That's a good guess.
Scott Baio.
Scott Baio's, but it'd have to be a.
Baio for president, 2024.
Wow.
He used to follow me on Twitter.
You still?
I know.
Now I'm dead.
I know. I'll give you a hint. He went to high school at Ridgemont High.
Zach. What's his Zach?
Johnny Depp.
No.
Johnny Depp.
I could
Johnny
see
Depp was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, Spicoli.
No,
That's
that's
not-
that's Sean Penn.
Sean
Oh,
Penn.
Sean Penn. That's who it's supposed to be.
No, wait a minute.
Sean
Now
Penn.
I'm confused.
I'm sorry. Sean Penn was originally
Offered the
casted,
Karate
right?
Kid.
Offered.
Okay.
That's on Netflix.
I could see
too.
Sean Penn as maybe Johnny, but not as Daniel. I don't know.
Also with Sean Penn, the Charlie Sheen was also offered the role, and C. Thomas Howell.
Yep, those were all big names then.
Chuck Norris was offered the role of John Kreese.
Wow.
He turned it down because he's
It
like,
was
that's
evil.
bad stigma. Yeah.
It was a bad guy.
Smart
if it
move.
was Chuck Norris, it'd been a different ending to the movie.
Right.
Ralph Macchio being a puddle.
Yeah.
Chuck doesn't.
You know, Chuck Norris, his tears can cure cancer. It's a shame he never cries.
Never.
Yep.
Rich, Karate Kid 2 takes place in Okinawa, Japan, right? But which U.S. state was it actually filmed in?
Oh. I'm going to have to go with California because I really don't know.
Washington State.
Any other guesses?
I was thinking Washington, D.C. because of the cherry blossoms.
Seattle.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
dumb
Yeah.
and ashamed of
Hawaii.
myself.
Yep.
I didn't even try.
Hiro Sato. He was Miyagi's former friend, turned enemy, and friend again. Now, Karate Kid 3, Mike Barnes, a bad boy of karate, was what color belt in real life?
Yellow.
I'll go with yellow.
Brown.
Green.
Green belt.
Green belt.
So he basically knew enough to be dangerous, and that's it.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes. Terry Silver, the Vietnam War buddy of John Kreese. Yeah, so he was also the he was in the movie. He's predicted as being middle-aged because he served in Vietnam.
Yeah.
With John Kreese, right? So the guy who played him, the actor, well, he was only 25 years old. That actor. They made him look older.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Terry Silver in Karate Kid 3, the actor, is only 25 years old.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch rewatch that.
Which, go figure this. In Karate Kid 3, Ralph Macchio is now 27 years old. So the guy that's playing Terry Silver is actually younger than Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, but
in
Ralph
Karate Kid
Macchio
3.
is such a babe. I mean, my God, like he's 59. He looks like he might
Yeah.
be 35.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got that baby face.
Yeah, he's weird. He walks weird. He
He
walks
does.
like he has a limp.
And
he
you
walks
know-
like his leg fell asleep. He's
dumb.
And whatever that dead thing is they put on his head this season, I don't know if he got hair plugs or if they just used too much just for men or what, but the hair.
No, I think that's all him.
You didn't notice that?
I think that's all him.
It stood out to me in season 3 more so than the other two.
That you think it's wearing a like a piece?
Something. Yeah.
Hmm.
He has the headpiece. The
Yeah,
hairpiece,
could
the
be.
headpiece.
Could be.
Rich, water dog scuba and safety?
Yes.
You guys still scuba diving even though it's cold?
Year round, Joe.
Year round.
It's equipment and training, and we're equipped and trained to do it.
Do it. It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
Go check them out at waterdogs-scuba.com. Also, all the links are in this video feed. Rich, what did you learn on the show today?
I learned, I got a little deeper understanding of the Proud Boys than I had before. Like I said, I don't unfortunately mistrustful of the media, so I don't believe in everything that comes out of that. But it was interesting to hear the perspective of an actual member and not coming from the horse's mouth instead of being told what the media's version of what's coming from the horse's mouth.
Right. And here's the thing. I put out to Antifa, not only supporters, but members who claim they're members, come on the show.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Let's hear what you have to say.
I'll get Jason Steen on here.
No. I've had him on before, but no interest in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no interest in that. Nice job today, Water Dog Rich. And your Karate Kid stuff.
Nah, kinda. Not. I kind of embarrassed myself. I was
embarrassed yourself in not knowing Karate Kid trivia.
I think you just gave yourself cool points, actually.
Yeah.
Red Pill Jen, what'd you learn on the show today?
Oh, let's see. I learned that I definitely need to go back and rewatch again all of these movies to be prepared for season 4.
Watch
Cobra
all the
Kai.
Karate Kids,
Yes.
then binge watch all of Cobra Kai.
Again.
Do it. Do it. Matt, what'd you learn on the show today? Anything stand out for you?
I learned that I think I'm going to go home and start Cobra Kai.
Yes, do it. Do it.
Yeah. Make sure you have several hours set aside. I'm telling you, it is addictive. You will start watching
How many
it.
seasons is it?
Three seasons.
Okay, that's
But
a
10
weekend.
episodes each.
I can
But
do
the,
that.
Yeah,
the
weekend.
episodes,
3 seasons, 10
only
episodes
half-hour episodes, which is great.
Well, yeah,
30 to
39
45.
minutes.
30 to 45.
It goes by. And
goes
then you'd
by
be like,
very
damn
fast.
it, it's over.
Next episode rolls. No, okay.
That's only
one more.
15 hours. That's one day.
You're just praying for that little next episode icon to come up on the bottom right, and then it doesn't, and you're like,
Young Ava, what'd you learn on the show today? Anything stand out for you while you listened in?
I learned that you guys are obsessed with Cobra Kai.
Yes.
Yes. You're
She's-
probably right.
She's absolutely right.
I've had to pause it quite a few times. She's walking out just because of certain scenes.
Oh.
Not as bad as Riverdale, but
Yeah.
like pause. What do you want?
Bay, what'd you learn on the show today?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
See? Boom.
I probably skip through it.
Watch it, man. Watch
I
it.
probably
Seriously.
skip because they talking way too much. I skip through it.
Well, here's the problem with Bay. Not a problem with here's the situation with Bay. As soon as Bay's done with his football season on Madden, I think he'll be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay?
I learned that
They'll have
Bay
to,
is
they'll
a
have to get
sleeper
bored.
agent.
Yeah.
They'll have to
That
get
Bay
bored.
is a sleeper agent for Karate Kid trivia.
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, he knows Lamar.
The man knows every. I mean,
It's
he's
true.
the king of
Lamar.
obscure knowledge.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
face
true.
it.
Useless knowledge, as I would call it.
Speaking of obscure knowledge, don't forget, every Thursday at Wicked Good Sandwiches, 605 Cumberland Drive is Wicked Good Trivia, 7 o'clock. So we got to get out of here.
10 minutes.
But yes, thank you for allowing us, enabling us to have a conversation. And what I learned on the show today is never to trust a lottery ticket from my sister. Okay?
That's a good one, though.
Go, Natalie.
For 5 seconds, she had me.
Oh,
I even had a little.
You're about to be like, I quit.
F you, I don't need your money anymore. Trivia nights, I hate doing trivia nights at your place. I'm out.
Wouldn't it have been great if he would have started sending us all texts and tell it and just start sending them.
Hey, can I come on the show today? Hell no. I never wanted you in the first place. It was all about the money.
Yeah.
No, Rich, come on the show. I'm sorry. I didn't read the back of the card. It said to cash in put it underneath your pillow, away for the tooth fairy to receive it and bring back your money.
I bet you won't ever fall for that again, will you?
I didn't fall for it.
Yes, you did.
Only for not
Yes,
even
you
a
did.
second.
That doesn't matter.
Oh, you fell for it.
I
You
did
fell for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You had a moment.
You're like, nah, this can't be right.
All right, hey, again, leave those comments. Don't forget to share this. And, hey, if you agree with us, come and join us on the show. If you disagree with us, come and join us on the show. You will definitely have a professional and respectful conversation. I mean, there's no hate here. I know you call me a Nazi on Twitter, but I'm not. And to be honest with you, if Nazi is German for National Socialist. So, let's see. Maybe you're a little bit closer to it. All right, hey. My name is Joe Padula, and thank you for checking us out. America's Party with a Purpose. Absolutely.
It's the